And good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, we have Paul Antonelli with us this morning. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. How's everybody this morning?
Good. It's nice and bright here today, thank God. It's not the doom and gloom of the winter today.
Yeah, it was like that yesterday, very overcast almost all day.
That's what it's usually like here, January and February. So we appreciate the sun when it comes out.
Yeah.
All right, let's say good morning to some people. First one in the house besides you this morning was Virginia. Hey, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia.
Yeah, Donna's not with us this morning. She's actually doing a sale at one of her storage units because she picked up about 3 units this week. So she's doing an impromptu garage/estate sale at the unit. Good morning, Pat. How are you, hon? Hope all is well.
Pat. Hey, Connie.
Connie says, I have a busy day ahead of me. Time for my coffee break. All right, Connie. Thanks for joining us.
Definitely coffee break.
Yes, for sure. Always. Good morning, LaCinda.
Hi, LaCinda.
Maggie Doodle's here. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. How are you, Maggie?
I didn't even get my notification yet that I was live. That was somebody else's.
I just got it.
Did you?
Yep.
Well, maybe I did get it. It's there now. Okay. Sometimes you never know what. You never know.
Right.
All right. Good morning, Misty. How are you, hon?
Hi, Misty.
And Deb's here. DLC Haberdashery.
Hi, Deb.
And there's Donna, flipping frozen.
Hey, Donna. I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm not sure what SK is standing for.
Me neither.
Hey, Dev. Good morning.
Hey, Dev.
Oh, you know what? It's the StreamYard. I don't do it on purpose. I don't know. I actually don't see you before that comment. Oh, yeah, maybe I did. I'm sorry. Keep it up and I won't come back. Oh, stop. You. Hey, Betty. Good morning.
Hi, Betty.
All right. So what's everybody's Saturday looking like?
Yeah, chilly here this morning. 50 degrees so far.
Okay. Yeah, it's cold. I mean, but it's not cold. It's 36. The sun is out. It's going to 46. It's all good.
Nice. Yeah, I like it when it's a little cool. If I have to work in the garage, I can without baking.
Right, yeah.
It's 23 where Connie is.
Connie, oh God, Connie.
Hi, Dana.
Morning, Dana. Good morning. Yeah, so
that's a cool picture.
Nice. She changed it.
Hello, Gina.
Gina Shalvin. Good morning, Gina. Stopping in to say hi before I head out for some Mardi Gras parades. That's right, it's Mardi Gras. Yeah, I always forget. Yeah, Wednesday's Ash Wednesday, so Tuesday's Fat Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hello, Arthur.
Hey, good morning, Arthur.
So, Gina, are you in New Orleans or are you doing the parades at Universal Studios?
Well, I don't know. She says it's 36 and sunny. I don't know. Would it be that cold in Orlando?
No. I wish. Kill off some of these bugs and lizards and stuff that we have here.
Right. So we have a big auction tonight, guys. Make sure you come and see us. We're a big round robin with the 4 of us. Me, Lisa, Paul, and Pat Dees.
Yeah, how's Lisa doing?
I spoke to her last night. She does not sound good. Does not sound good at all. So she was going to bed early, and hopefully she's going to get some rest.
Wow.
She might be lurking here. She said she may listen in the morning, but we'll see. I mean, if she's not up to it, she's not up to it. I told her, she doesn't need to get sicker. We're on again, I think.
Yeah,
I guess I
Sandy.
should let you know. I guess I should let you know when you're on again next week too, Paul, huh?
Yeah, Sandy got real sick. She's in bed now, sick.
Unknown caller.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
I love the
Let's see.
thing with Verizon that it tells you it's potential spam.
I know. JRKR 1964. It's 19 here. Ooh, where are you? Oh, Gina says she's in New Orleans. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Dennis. Scores galore. Good morning.
Hello, Dennis. So what do you have for me for next week?
We have you on Monday with Tiffany Reyes.
Okay.
And that's it for next week, because Thursday I am doing a special event on on a woman named Becky, and I hope she does the StreamYard early. Becky's a big Poshmark seller, but she's also a high school choral director, and she's getting they're doing a fundraiser for the school to raise money for the school choir to go on trips, and I'm going to call her auction on her channel for her on Thursday. And then this Saturday would be our Saturday off anyway, since we're only doing right now every other Saturday.
Yep.
So it's really only Monday and Wednesday. So you're on Monday and Skittles is on Wednesday, and that's it for the week for us for auctions.
Okay.
And then the following week, I'm off. You and Lisa, and I think you're going to work that out for do it on your own channel that week while I'm away in South Carolina. And then the following week, we'll be back again in full swing.
Okay.
But I'm going to I'm hoping that Becky's going to do the link this week because I want to get it out there and get as many people as we can over to it. She's a really nice lady. Oh my God, she's like so nice. If you've ever watched any of her stuff,
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, she actually came in on one of our auctions one night because she just wanted to see what it was all about. Because Courtney was actually the one who kind of hooked her and I up together, and I started watching her stuff, and then said I would definitely be interested in calling the auction for her. So we're going to do it on her channel because she has like 8,000 or 9,000 subscribers.
Wow.
So I want to send all my people over there too, though, since everybody here comes to us and supports us. I really think it's a good cause. And I was in my high school a cappella choir, so I understand those trips, and I was in orchestra, and, we did a lot of traveling and stuff. So
that's cool. Yeah. Donna says, what's her channel?
Yeah, I got to look again. I don't remember off the top of my head. Isn't that terrible?
And then I think it's Deb. Said, did you get her email?
Didn't hear back from you. Yeah, I think so. Are you just confirming about Thursday the 12th? Is that when I put you on? I think that's when I put you on. I don't even remember now. I have to look at the March calendar and make sure I have it all set because I have names all over the place, and I am like book solid for every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and every other Saturday. So, yeah.
And then Scores asked if either one of us have gone to moving storage vault auctions.
Moving storage.
I haven't.
No.
I've seen them. I've seen them on TV. I've seen them on YouTube. From what I've seen, it's a ton of like either office furniture or people's furniture, stuff like that. I could never. What I would like to see is one of the what are they called? Oh, container. Like you get a container from overseas or something that got held up in customs. I've seen a couple of those where definitely a score because customs wouldn't allow it, but it doesn't go back either. And after a few months, they auction it.
Oh, wow.
That's one way to get
Becky
the stuff
Park
in
on
the country.
Poshmark. Thank you, Dev. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember. I'm thinking it's on Poshmark. Okay. I was thinking Becky, but it's Becky Park on Poshmark is her name. Okay. Thank you, Deb. Thank you.
Cool.
Donna, if you can find her channel and want to drop it in the link, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Very cool.
So the moving storage vault auctions is also like to buy storage units?
It's, what they are is they're, the only thing I can relate it here is like when I moved from Kissimmee to here, I wanted to declutter and just keep the bed and a couple of chairs so I could show the house. So we got a pod, put everything in a pod, and then you pay to put it in a climate controlled environment. And I guess they'll have some of those that they'll auction off.
Oh, okay.
But from what I've seen on TV and on YouTube, ton of furniture.
Yeah, the furniture's the hard part for everybody.
Yeah.
That's why, when I look at units, I'm often amazed. There was a unit that I was interested in this week that, had like 20 men's sneaker shoe boxes, 4 totes, and like 5 or 6 boxes and maybe a bag or whatever. Nice handle, nice ability for you or I, to handle that without doing any bull work, right?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I don't even know what it went off because I didn't watch the last hour of it. But it was like up to $440. I'm like, is this person even going to make money on this?
Wow.
Even if you got and you could tell that one of the bags maybe had. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Yes, I've seen some of the government auctions. Arthur says he loves the government auctions. Yep. I've seen them online too.
I've seen them. Actually,
I bid on one of them, but I didn't win it.
My son bought a Porsche. I forget what it's called. A Porsche SUV that was from a drug dealer, and I couldn't believe, but he had it shipped to his house, and I think it only lasted a couple of years. Because to fix those things is incredibly expensive.
That's why I laugh. In the heyday of my mortgage career, there was, you think about things like that you spent money on and stuff like that, now you look back and you said, oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? So,
yeah.
I didn't even buy a high-end Lexus, but I bought 2 Lexuses in a year, one for me and one for my husband. And it's not all about the car because we own the cars then free and clear. It was all about, you need brakes, it's $1,000. The front headlight, $1,600. I mean, I still have my husband's, the 2007, and we just hit 100,000 miles on it. It's a great car. Yeah. But my son got hit at a red light. Some girl coming out of the high school texting hit him. And even to the headlight was $1,600. I remember my body guy telling me, he says, this headlight's ridiculous,
Wow.
But, thank God it was her insurance and not ours, but still.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I used to have Toyotas all the time, and I had a RAV4 SUV, and I wanted to change. So that's why I got a Jeep, and I have a 16 Charokee. It's now, because I go back and forth home, that's averaging 3 to 4 times a year. I have 78,000 miles on it. And I took it to the dealership. I said, this idiot light keeps coming on. It says service the shifter. I said, I've never heard of that. All the idiot lights would go on, and then where the drive and reverse are, single thing would light up. I could still drive, but I have to shut it off and restart it to stop. And I asked the guy, and he said it's an incredibly stupid design. All it is a module that adjusts the transmission. He says, unfortunately, they put it inside the transmission.
Ugh.
Now, he says a Jeep, as you know, and I did find out pretty fast, is a sealed transmission. So there's no changing the fluid and, doing that every 60, 70,000 miles. When it's gone, it's gone. He said, you're looking at a $600 to $700 job just to change that module.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, I've had my last Toyota RAV for 10 years and all I did was regular service. So now I'm looking to get rid of the Jeep and go back to Toyota. because they'll
Yeah, well,
last
that was what
forever.
we were originally looking at. It was the Toyota Avalon, and when we compared it to the Lexus 330, well, mine was a 330, his is a 350. They were relatively the same at the time, so that's why we went for the Lexus instead. But again, it's the higher end cars, the pricier things are, and I think even the last time we did do brakes on the car, you couldn't even get them aftermarket. You had to buy them from Lexus, so that's why they were so expensive.
Yep.
What is Dennis saying here? Oh, yeah, don't have a warehouse space to mess with furniture. There's 23 plus vaults being auctioned off in Manchester today. Oh, Are you in Manchester, New Hampshire, Dennis? That's not far from where I usually travel up to Derry and Londonderry.
Yeah, my nephew's in Manchester. He's got an office up. He's an electrician up there.
Yeah, actually, one of my cousins might have moved. They might be in Manchester, too. I forget. All right, Deb says, yes, she's confirming the 12th, which you're good for. Yes, StreamYard, it's so easy, Deb. It honestly is. I just send you the link. You click on the link. We'll test it out prior to. Don't worry. I don't want you to panic about that. We could do a private StreamYard one morning or something one day, and we could test your camera and make sure your volume and everything is good on your speakers and stuff. So no worries.
Morning, Myra.
Myra, how are you, hon?
Yeah, LaCinda says she has a 2004 Cherokee with 300,000 miles.
Wow. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee way back. I can't remember. It was an older one, though. I think it was like a 98 or a 99. I had a lot of problems with it. with it. My best car has always been Volkswagen. I worked for Volkswagen for a short while. And I think at the time I might have owned 3 or 4 different Volkswagens, but
wow,
they were always reliable.
Typically, I try to buy what's rated high in Consumer Reports.
Yeah.
And this time with the Jeep, I went off the rails and said, no, I like the style. It's cool looking. And so, but I'm dying to go back to Toyota.
Yeah. Well, we haven't bought a brand new car since the.
Oh, I wouldn't buy new.
No, I mean, we bought a used car, like a station car for my husband. It was like a 2005 or 6. I don't even know now. I forget. It's the small Infinity, but it's very tinny. But he only drives it to the next town and back, so it's not like he uses it a lot. And as a matter of fact, he's not even using it right now. We've swapped cars with my brother, and we have his truck, and he has my husband's car because we've been borrowing the truck so much to do storage units.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Connie. Connie says, I love my Toyota. She has the Toyota Highlander. It's a 06 that I got in 05 and has over 206. Oh, that's great. I hope my car lasts 200,000 miles.
That's nice.
Good morning, Penny. How are you, hon?
Hi, Penny. Only American-made Ford, Betty says. Betty, I've had plenty of Fords, all Mustangs, but I've had plenty of them.
Me too. My husband always had the F-150, and that's what my brother had. That's what we're driving now, is his Ford F-150.
The Toyota van is assembled in Princeton, Indiana, where my kids all live, where I'm from. Been there since '97. Wow. Real housewife. Good morning. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hey, beautiful Jennifer Hayes. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, guys. So thanks for coming in this morning. For those of you just arriving, Paul Antonelli joins me this morning. And thank you, Paul. And anybody who's in Donna's vicinity, maybe you can look up and see. I'm sure she put it out there, advertising. She's having a yard/garage/estate sale at her storage unit today to purge some of the stuff that she got, because I think she picked up about 3 units. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the videos out there this week. But yeah,
there's a lot of stuff in that unit, boy.
Yeah, that was just one of them.
Yeah, hopefully she does a live stream from the sale. I've seen people do that.
She said she was going to try to. She was a little concerned doing it too early this morning because she didn't have everything there yet. Her son and her husband were going to go and pick up, this is her own personal storage unit. So they were going to go to the other storage unit and pick up the other 2 and bring all that stuff there too. I bet she has belts. Yeah, I bet she has belts too, Myra.
I'm
Good
trying to
morning,
do a
Shane.
search. I'm doing a search to see if I can find if she
Okay.
listed it on Craigslist.
Okay. Shane says Donna has a nice beard this morning.
A night. Oh. For sale. Where would a garage sale?
All right. Well, don't forget we're on at 8 tonight, guys.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yes, Myra, I bet she has belts. She found belts what was it, Thursday? She was showing all the belts she found in a unit. She's like, oh my God, just what I need, more belts.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's all good.
Yeah, if anybody too watches, I don't know if you know, I do a morning live
Yes.
chat. I don't know if anybody's on the thrifting board on Jason's channel. Community. I'm looking to see if I could find Donna, tell if she put an ad in.
See if she dropped it in, drop a link. She might. I told her to put it out even on Facebook. If she put it in, drop a link or anywhere else.
See Boynton Beach, Fort Lauderdale. Joy from Jeans with Joy. She's known as Joy, the jeans queen. She knows everything about vintage jeans.
Oh, okay. I don't know her.
Yeah, she's been working with Cross Listed, I think is the program.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys talk about one of those listing programs. I think I got to get rid of List Perfectly. I'm paying a fortune for it.
That's what we were talking about, because even the middle one is $50 a month to do what you want.
I never do anything half-fast. If I do it, I do it all the way. So I'm paying $69 a month.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. You know, the more I thought about it, and the more you guys were talking the other day, I'm like, I'm out of. I'm getting away from that.
Yeah. Well, Cross posted. She's going to go over it. She's going to talk about her experiences with it. And it's only $9.99 a month.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And there's no upgrades, so that's nice.
Yeah. It's like when I do Cell Hound now. I stop both my Cell Hound accounts for now because we've kind of slowed down, and I had a lot of listings left. And if you don't cancel the subscription, you just lose for the month the listings, and they just charge you for the new listings for the new month. So it's 150 listings every month for $215.
Wow.
So the only way to protect yourself is to cancel, and then you don't lose the 150 listings. You can have, I have one of them that I have for 2 months now. And then I'll join again and cancel again. You got to play the game. It's so ridiculous. I wish they would just do it so different,
See, that's just like real estate. Everybody, I can relate to just the real estate stuff. Agents are always looking for that pill, the little pill you take that does everything.
Right.
The only people that make most of the money, and it's probably the same thing for mortgages. I don't know what kind of programs and things you're offered.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the people that are making the real money. So it's like us now. They're seeing that there's more and more people coming into reselling and doing reselling because of eBay and Amazon. So there's people that are making these programs and apps and stuff like that. And they're not reselling the product, but they're selling those apps.
Right.
And they're making, $250 a month. Man, that's buku bucks. You really have to be doing some volume.
Yeah.
And it's like, perfect.
So I have 3,000 pieces of clothing. So we were, and it does save time, and it makes you list faster, and it was perfect for me. But now that I've slowed down with the new listings because I'm doing inventory, so I'm relisting everything. And my husband's taking a few pictures a day to send off, but we're not doing it the way we used to, because not only that, now we're doing storage units. Now I'm doing auctions every night. Like, there's just so much hours in the day that you can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, Arthur, you're right. Arthur says $69 a month. Just think of it as a cell phone. you can't use. You're right. It's going away. Believe me, I'm getting rid of it. I'm done. I mean, because all of these people want you on automatic too. So just it. And I'm like, I didn't even use it last month because of the fact that right now I'm doing the relisting of all my items on my both of my stores. So as I do that now, at least this month, I'm cross-posting to all three. But somebody said List Perfectly has more or different platforms than the one that you're talking about. Is that true?
Yeah, I think they're all bringing on more. As time goes on, they're all bringing on more.
Okay.
Bonanza, Macari, Poshmark, and there's got to be like
Macari, Poshmark. Yeah, those are Macari and Poshmark. I think I have a subscription to both Bonanza and Etsy. So I don't list anything on those sites right now. So it's my secondary is Poshmark, and then my third is Macari.
Yep. I have accounts probably with all of them, but I've never used, and I can't find a listing for Donna's thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have, I guess, an account started. Good morning, but I've never used them. So maybe now I will. I mean, because I've been talking to people that are coming on. I've been talking to people that are leaving, comments afterwards, and they're all saying that, I need eBay's dead. eBay's dead. It's not dead. It's just that we need new ways to get more sales.
Now, Donna's saying he need Grailed. I've heard of Grailed. Don't they have a specialty? Is their specialty vintage? I forget now. Don't they have like a niche?
Grailed, I believe, is men's clothes. Men's clothes.
Okay.
Buying Myrna. It's Pat D's tea, myself, and who else?
Lisa. That's if Lisa's feeling better, because I spoke to Lisa last night and she's really sick. I mean, really bad. She could barely talk. So we'll see. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Deb, you're right. Deb says that for $69, I could hire, I could, and I thought about it. I thought about at least hiring a virtual assistant to share my Posh closet and maybe share my eBay, merchandise to Posh. That's another option. I've thought about that.
Yep.
Yeah. So Donna says men's clothing only. Yeah, Jill, I think Donna mentioned this too. It's called Vendu. I found a cross-posting site that's pretty reasonable. What are they? I think Donna did put it in here. I think she said $18. She pays $18 for Vendu. Do they list a Posh and Macari? Because those are the two other platforms I would care about.
What's Eat, Sleep, and Amazon?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Good morning, Tiffany. I'm still learning everybody's name. Hi, Darling. Good morning,
She's
Darling.
asking if that's a Snickers. Yes, that's a Snickers from Paul. Paul sent me that big Snickers.
You didn't eat it yet, huh?
No, I'm not going to eat it.
Sandy and I forget what store we went to, but we had been looking for about a month for the little 100-calorie Snickers, and we finally found it.
What is that? Like the little mini ones that they put in like the Halloween bags?
No, it's about 4 inches and it's like an inch around, but it's 100 calories. That's all it is.
All right.
It's like trying to find. I went to Walmart.
Now that you say that, I wonder how many calories this bad boy is.
Yeah, man, if you eat the whole thing.
Oh God, let's see. Coach, first you got to see it says serving size. About 1 ounce, a half-inch slice.
Wow.
130 calories. And let's see, carbs, 17 grams of carbs.
Wow.
And sugars are 15. Yeah. So usually it says this bar is approximately 16 servings. So 16 times 170.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's like when I buy a drink once in a while, a Monster.
Oh.
And It says no calories and everything, but it says serving size. In one can is 2 servings. Just make the can 1 serving. Why make a can that you're going to buy off the shelf? You know you're going to drink the whole.
Everything. They do that with soup, right? If you've ever looked on a soup label, it says approximately 2.5 servings.
Yeah. I mean, once in a great while, too, I like a chocolate milk. I don't drink regular milk, but I like a chocolate milk. And I got one. And it says 2 servings in this little bottle.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Tiffany says if you don't read the label, calories don't count, right?
Yeah, I wish.
I wish too. So Myra is correcting you because you keep calling her Myrna.
Oh, do I? I'm sorry, Myra. Like She-Ra from He-Man.
Correct. Garage sale. I'm not sure what Angie's saying here, and then she's saying Marketplace. Oh, she may have put it out on Marketplace on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That. Yeah, that's possible. But yeah, calories. Oh, I don't even want to go there. Ugh.
Yeah.
This is the first year, honestly, I didn't do a New Year's weight loss thing, but I need to. Good morning, Nance. Hi, Dolly.
The older we get, the harder it is.
Yeah. No, it's not that it's harder. It's just, I mean, when I put my mind to something, I put my mind to something. You know, I told you I lost 80 pounds 6 or 7 years ago, and I did it in 4 months.
Wow.
But it was out with fake, like I like to call it, fake food.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of that gimmick stuff anymore. I mean, yes, you do lose weight, but I feel like, to transition over is the hardest thing. And if you're not doing it with real food, it's not a diet. It's a way of life because you got to live on the food. And I'm not living on that fake food.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a life change.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's thinking, that's why, I've been often on diets my whole life. And you lose weight, but then you gain it back, and then you gain back more. And what good is it?
Yeah.
I didn't teach myself to eat right.
Yep.
So this I'm trying, I'm looking, and I'm saying, wow, I didn't realize it's protein, but I didn't realize how much fat was in it also.
Right.
So it's always something.
Yeah, and then even Angie says there's too many preservatives. Yeah, even in that fake food, there's so much junk. So eat real food, just eat it right. And believe me, I've done it all.
Yep. I like the app. It's a free app, MyFitnessPal, that I'm using. And
right.
You put in what you have for breakfast and stuff. Like this Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Because I drink it black, I don't put anything in. Well, I put sweet and low in it, one or two sweet and low. It's still 25 calories. So, but that's it. I just have one a day.
Chaos says I lost almost 15 pounds and needed to watch calories every day. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I've definitely done keto, Tiff. It works. It does work. I think last year, in January, that's what my husband and I started. But again, it's discipline. It's, to kind of stay on track and stuff like that.
Yeah. Keto, it's popular now. 20 years ago, I tried it, and it's just,
it was Atkins.
I don't know what it was, but it's just a state of getting your body into ketosis.
Right.
And there was no bread, nothing white, no bread, no rice, protein. But still, if you talk to some, like my buddy is a fitness instructor, a fitness trainer, and he tells you the same thing. He says, you need fats, you need carbs, because if you're just doing my body reacts well to all protein.
Right.
But it's still,
keto is more fats. It's just no carbs. They push you to have like bacon and like fatty meats, like the dark,
really,
white meat chicken, and things like that. And then that's what Atkins was when I did Atkins years ago. And again, lost weight on it, but you got to find a fine line between everything. It's discipline, motivation, and support. Absolutely. Carbs are my biggest downfall. Carbs are by far my biggest downfall, which are half our sugars as well. Because if you look at anything that's high in carb, it's high in sugar, period. I mean, I personally don't put any sugar in my coffee. I might have like way back when, but I don't. I just cream. I don't do sugar.
Yeah.
But it's not sometimes either how you eat. I mean, what you eat, sometimes it's how you eat too. Like sometimes I'm bad. I'll eat once a day. And I know that's not good. Although keto, they tell you, just eat within, because you could do this intermittent fasting and just eat between, 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. or 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. and do this fasting. Well, I have news for you. I do that, and I'm getting bigger by the minute. So, but I also have other vices. I like my cocktail. It is what it is. So, I mean, that's a downfall. And I eat late. Sometimes I don't eat till after the auction, which is not
me
good.
too. And then fall asleep or go to sleep.
Right.
True. It's very true.
Yeah.
How much real stuff is in one meal? True.
I love bread. I love pasta. If I could stay away from that stuff, that'd be half my challenge. And I'm married to a chef. My husband cooks. I don't cook. So I'm even more spoiled.
Does he cook diet stuff or,
Well, we used to. But, like we had spaghetti and meatballs last night with Italian. So, yeah. We both know and him especially, he has to lose weight because of his heart. It's not good for him.
Right. Oh, it was fun. I mean, I was laughing. Sandy and I went food shopping last week, and I can imagine what it looked like for people watching us, but we're going through the bread aisle and looking at every single loaf of bread. This one's $120. This one's $150. I can't believe it. And it was amazing. We're looking at every single label. I said, people must have been watching us laughing their asses off.
Right. Oh, God. Oh, Nancy, you had the gastric sleeve, huh? Yeah. My girlfriend did the
bypass.
No, she did, what was the other one that was big for a little while? The I think it's just like a little, almost like a washer. What do they call that one? It's not the gastric sleeve, but it's not gastric bypass. I can't remember what it was called, but
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Even.
Lap belt.
Lap band.
Lap bands. Yeah. I think they ended up taking it out for, I don't know. People sometimes don't have success on that, and she says it's still a struggle to keep it off.
Wow. My friend did the bypass.
Okay.
And I just spoke to him the other day. Now, he had it done, was it last December, I think? And he is down 140 pounds already.
Wow.
And the surgeon that I went to for my neck actually said, I'll give you a referral to talk to the doctor to have the bypass. He says, because right now, if we do the surgery, you'd be high risk. So I'm still waiting for them to call or whatever and find out about it. But I know my title woman, lady, manager, she had it done. And I think she's at 150 pounds under where she was. But I used to joke with her. She said, I'm going for lunch. I says, what are you going to have? She says, meatballs. I said, just meatballs? She says, no, meatball. One meatball. She says, that's all I can have. And I guess, I don't know, maybe because your body feels full, it goes to your head, but it's like, sometimes they say your eyes are bigger than your stomach or whatever. Yeah. My buddy's the same way. He says, I could barely eat, we go to Wendy's, whatever, get a side salad, and that's it.
Right.
That's all I could do. I'm saving a lot of money on food.
Well, you know what? I'm not blaming my parents, but I think my food problem also comes from growing up where it was finish everything on your plate, and all you heard was, there's people starving in Africa or whatever they would say. And I mean, I didn't have to worry about it when I was younger. I was so athletic, and I swam 100 laps a day. I was on the swim team, and I was a cheerleader. Like I did things that, I was always on the go. So I never had to worry about it. It wasn't until after, my biggest downfall was my first pregnancy that I thought I could eat everything and gain 90 pounds. That was it. It was over after that.
Yeah.
But, and plus you become sedentary. I mean, I keep saying I got to get out there and walk. Even if I just start walking, I feel like, you got to still move. And I don't move a lot. I mean, hump stuff out of a storage unit to me is not, it's a 1 week event. It's not doing every day like if you were going to the gym or something.
Yeah. Y'all are making me hungry, and I'm starting to fast back up today.
Sorry. Hey, good morning, Anthony.
It's like the other night, Dolly starts talking about cookies, and someone else put pictures of hot dogs in there. It's like, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dying for a hot dog. And then my buddy puts on Facebook, he said, I just got this awesome looking pizza, and it did look great. And I said, oh my God, one slice of pizza is like 300 calories. Couldn't do it.
Guys, I always remind you guys when everybody's here, make sure you're hitting the 3 dots next to everybody's name and pick everybody up. Anthony here has his channel Pittsburgh, and him and Nate, Every Day I'm Hustling, they do a morning show after Paul's morning show during the week. And they usually have special guests on, and they talk about, what their successes are, whether it's, a couple of pickers or me or anybody. They have some good guests on. So be sure to follow Anthony and Nate.
Good morning, Rachel. Rachel came on with us the other morning.
She did. I saw. Texas Tigress Designs. Good morning.
Oh, now she's talking about root beer floats. Used to love root beer floats.
Root beer floats. Good morning, Rachel. Yeah, the weight thing, I can't. I'll get serious. I will. I know I will. Guys, sometimes it's a mindset. I know. Tiffany says we're all making me hungry. Yeah, it's definitely. Dana says she's premiering a new video tomorrow. Make sure you have Dana.
Oh,
check
cool.
her out.
Tiffany, are you using for your Amazon?
I think she does.
I just actually, I've been talking about, I got to finish it. I got to finish my shipment. Well, Thursday, I finally did. Sandy helped me. We packed it up because when you put it in, it says it's got to go to now different warehouses. Thankfully, I only had to send to one warehouse, but it was still 3 huge boxes, over 100 pounds. And I finally got it out. Now I'm dying to do more, get more up there. But I'm loving this inventory lab. Definitely loving it.
Okay. Good morning, Texas Sparkle Boutique. Good morning.
Good morning, Texas.
That's the other thing I'm paying for, and I'm going to dump it this month, is my Amazon. I'm done. I'm not doing it. I just dragged my feet since fourth quarter to really ramp up and do it. And it's just, I have too much on my plate. You can't do it all. You just can't.
Well, I mean, even when I was hot into the real estate, one day I sat down with my assistant and I said, do me a favor. Let's go over everything we're paying for monthly and see what we can dump. And before you know it, it was well over $500-600 of, you get a membership for this. You have a monthly thing for that. The first thing I dumped, which was $585 a month, was Tony Robbins. just to have someone from Tony Robbins call me every 3 weeks and yell at me on the phone. Well, why didn't you do this? Well, why didn't you do that? It's like, okay, I'm happy where I am. I'm done. Thank you. So I only kept it for like 6 months, and that's what it came down to. It's like calling a 900 number just to have somebody yell at you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Hey, good morning, Pam. I've been listening to you guys while I wash inventory. Oh, that's a new one. Okay. I need to lose 30 pounds. I'm struggling with motivation bad. Yeah. Hey, maybe we could start let's all start a group. We could start a Facebook group.
Eaters Anonymous.
Yeah. I have, Nance. Yes, I have. I did when I was doing a lot of books. I did that. My girlfriend's husband passed away, and we were doing all his train and railroad and tons of his stuff. And then when it got down to the last of it, she just said, "Keep the rest." And unfortunately, she's since passed. So I actually still have a few things left that I was going to send into Amazon. And what I'm doing now is I'm passing it off to you guys because I'm just not going to do it. Because that's the other thing. I got to cancel the book scanner one that I have. I can't think of it. What is it? It's
Scoutify?
Scout IQ. Yeah.
Scout IQ. Now, see, when you do Inventory Lab, they give you that free.
Okay.
I haven't used it yet. I haven't been sourcing that much lately.
Rachel said she lost 50 pounds this year. Good for you,
Nice.
Rachel.
Nice.
Pam says, my husband needs to lose weight too. We're good together and bad together. We love to eat out. That's a big problem. Well, being married to a chef, that's not our first problem.
Yeah.
Because he critiques every place we go out to eat. So that's not our problem.
We used to eat out a lot, and we don't anymore.
No, it's just, what we eat. Is he making tacos tonight, or spaghetti and meatballs, or fried chicken, or meatloaf? I mean, like a lot of comfort food. That's what that's what our kind of takeout and catering was, kind of all
Right.
about. Ribs and chicken and stews and chili and
Right.
all that.
And I have to admit, when you have pain, comfort food is like number one.
Yeah.
Number one. Do you ever, Bud Hawkins, hi Bud.
Hey, Bud.
Do you ever auction coins?
Yes, actually. When did I auctioned off coins that I found in a storage unit a little while ago, and it just depends on what we find. Somebody, I thought the other night, did Chris the Goose have coins? Did somebody have coins the other night?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, but we do. Yes, absolutely.
Wow, I haven't really come across any myself.
Hey, look. Good morning, Lisa. How you feeling, honey?
Good morning, Lisa. I mean, I have found some coins that I ended up keeping, and I just put away, and when I pass, it'll all go to my kid, my son. Rachel said she went gluten-free, no pasta, no bread, and substitute sweet for protein bars. I don't know if you guys know the comedian, I just forget his name now that it brings it up. He says, if you want to find the gluten-free section in a store, just go down the aisle where the guy has a gun in his mouth. He says, because bullets are gluten-free.
Oh my God, really?
Oh yeah, John Panette. Look up John Panette on YouTube. He is extremely fun. He's since passed away, but he talks about being on a diet. He talks about gluten-free. He says there's one thing that gluten-free items need. He says that's gluten. He says obviously this stuff is delicious.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Haven't tried
I'm
anything
drop
gluten-free.
also in the chat. I'm going to drop the link to tonight's auction. But if you'd like to come over and watch us tonight, we're on at 8 p.m. Eastern. And good morning, Justin. I see Justin Jacobs in the house, and everyone's saying yes, it was Chris. So yeah, it's all about what we find. You know, we bring whatever we find. I have, I have everything from, I found some infant baby clothes new with tags and plush. I showed a lot of Hello Kitty the other night. I'm going to see if maybe show it again. And then some comics and some DVDs. I'm not going to do DVDs though tonight because Pat D's I know is going to do DVDs.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I'll hold off on the DVDs. But yeah, and by the way, I am going to meet up with Pat this week. If you don't know that, we're going to Mr. Buys a Lot in Allentown, Pennsylvania. More of a ride for me than it is for Pat. But Brian's been begging me to come there and do a live auction from his storage place. I don't know that I'll do that Tuesday when I'm there. This is kind of an introduction, and Pat and I are doing it more for an education and kind of just touring the facility. Because when I say tour the facility, he has 3 million plus.
Really?
Yeah. And when I say 3 million plus items, probably worth 30 million or better. I mean, he has even just one shelf of books that he's selling. This one's 600, this one's 800. And I have a thing with books. That's always been my thing. So I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I mean, he has sections in this warehouse that are just rows and rows of makeup and like hats and you just name it. It's so massive, right? It is.
So this is a warehouse that people go in to buy things?
No, this is his warehouse he houses his eBay stuff in.
Oh, wow. He
buys like a storage unit a day. And I'm not talking about a 5x5. I'm talking about like a 25x25. Wow. I mean, crazy. He's some operation. And you should see what he ships. I don't know if anybody follows Lots of Josh. Brian doesn't do a lot of content. So if you look up Mr. Buys a Lot, I don't even think he has subs. He doesn't have a lot of subs. I think he might have 3 videos out there. But a lot of people do videos about him. And that's what Pat D's and I are going to do too when we go. But he wants to obviously move some inventory fast. So would like to do we'll probably do like a 5 or 6 hour event one day. I'm going to say probably in April at this point, but we're going to figure it out when I go. And just go there and just sell all day. Just sell all day. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you now? A couple of things. Paul, try sprouted bread. It's not processed. I don't know if she's talking about that Jake's massive bread or whatever it's called, something like that. I almost bought that, but the calorie content and everything is still higher than we're using Nature's Own right now. Plus, it's like 3 times the price. But what was I going to say? Are you not only checking South Carolina, but North Carolina also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've pretty much scoped out Delaware. And we're going to hit a couple of locations on the way down. The furthest I'm going is Little River, South Carolina. And the only reason that's even on our target, to be quite honest with you, is because Delaware's weather and New York's weather is kind of the same. We want a little bit of a warmer climate. Not drastic. Like I'm not coming to God. What do you call it? God's waiting room. I'm not coming to God's waiting room. But we want somewhere in between. And I've been kind of on my phone. You can put weather from a couple of different places, and that's what I've kind of been tracking. But 2 of my best friend growing up, and one of a very dear friend of mine who I've known since I owned my first business, a stationery store that I bought with my husband when we knew each other 6 months. I met there, and I've been friendly with her ever since. And they're going there as well. So at least there, I've had some education on. They've both showed me places that they're looking at, and that would also mean I'd already have an instance relationship with somebody there that I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to pick up. I'm in this town forget that I'm here in New York my whole life. I'm in this town my whole life, pretty much. I mean, I was born in Manhattan, New York Hospital, and my parents had an apartment in Queens. But the year I was born, they bought the house here in Massapequa Park, where I am. And I live 5 blocks from where I grew up. Like, I've never left this town. My aunt and uncle are still here, although they're down by you right now because they're snowbirds. And my kids are here. You know, my son lives in the next town over. My dad's still alive. My mom passed 2 years ago. But I'm looking at the calendar because I'm just thinking, yeah, it's 2 years, March 6th. Wow. And, like, it's like even a lot of people that I grew up with are still here because people sometimes never leave where they grew up. And I do still have a lot of friends, even from high school, that I just know, you know, and you get to know everybody. You know, all the checkout girls in the supermarket and the deli guy. Like, it's hard to make the change. I've never moved. I mean, seriously, I've moved twice in my life, from my parents' house to my first home that I owned. And then when I met my husband, to his home. And then we came here and bought this together. But other than that, I mean, I really haven't left Long Island, you know, and not even this town. I left this town for about 1.5 years when I met my husband, because he lived in another town. But very quickly said, we're selling this, we're selling my house, and we're going back home. And this is my home. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But honestly, the other thing that we have to be very concerned about is he has to have the right medical care. He truly is, he's a heart failure patient, and we have to be in the right place where there's enough access for him to a cardiologist, you know, and a heart failure team and trauma center or whatever. It's got to be the right caliber of care for him, because, you know, that's the other problem. You know, he thought if we went to Delaware, he could be driving home for doctor's appointments. That's great. But what happens if something happens to you? You're not getting behind the wheel for 4 hours to come home. Right. So that's a concern.
The same way Sandy and I was. I mean, I think this is only the 3rd house I've ever lived. Well, no, now the 4th. But yeah, we've been Massachusetts all our lives, and we decided to make a change and try Florida and stuff, because we used to come here all the time for vacation. And but we're looking at North Carolina, maybe Virginia, because the last time we were home, it was just too cold, and I don't think we want to deal with snow anymore, especially at our age now and stuff. So we'd still like to get the seasons, and just not as drastic like it is here. So yeah, I think we're going up in April, and then in May, we're going to watch my son's house while he goes away for a week or 10 days or whatever it is. So we're going to drive slow and take a look around a little bit more than we ever did. But maybe in April, when you're at the Mr. Buys a Lot place, maybe if it works out, we could do a meetup or whatever.
Yeah. Good morning, Moronic Pest. How are you? Michelle Lathan, good morning. Some other people joining. Maggie, in Delaware, you're close to great hospitals in Philly. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. I mean, originally we were looking closer. It's so funny when we went there, because we were originally looking very close to the city. Why am I having a mental block? Wilmington. But then when you drive through Wilmington, you're like, no, we're not living anywhere near. But I was working for Chase still at the time, and I could have relocated and had a home base by Wilmington, although they've expanded since. But since I am now full-time reseller and auctioneer, I don't have to worry about that. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm doing an open house at 1:00 today, so I'm still doing some mortgage, but I hung my license at a local person, so I can kind of come and go as I please and do a mortgage here or there as needed. So
that's cool. Our thing is, Sandy still wants to finish off 2 years with TSA.
Right.
So she needs to be close to an airport. And my thing is, I want to be little close to 95. So when we do want to go home, it's not like half a day just getting to 95 and then going up north.
Right.
I mean, anything's better than the 24-hour drive.
New York to get off of Long Island and get onto 95. That's the biggest challenge.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. You know, even
Have
just
you-
working out this meetup on Tuesday, I'm thinking, should I leave at 4 a.m. to beat the traffic, or should I wait till 10 a.m. because it's like
Wow. Wow. I always wanted to ask this, and I don't know, but have you ever been to the house that they filmed The Godfather in?
No,
It's in Long Island, isn't it?
I think so, but I don't know where it is. No, everybody here, like I'm in the next town next to Amityville, so Amityville Horror was the big one. We
Okay.
went into that house, and what else? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. They filmed some show out here. Kevin, what's his name? I can't think of his name. A lot of people do that. A lot of people say, "Do you know Teresa?" The other Teresa, not me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know her. But my husband's brother graduated with Billy Joel, and I was in choir and friends. My best friend and I hung out with Baldwin. Stephen and I graduated together, and
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I mean, she went to the prom with Stephen, and yeah, Billy Baldwin mowed my lawn growing up.
Wow.
And when I was real young and silly and waitressing, I waited on the other guy whose wife got shot.
Bobbit?
What?
Not Bobbit.
No. Oh my God, what? Joey Buttafuoco. I used to wait on that family all the time in the diner.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they filmed the Sopranos a lot near there too, right? In Long Island?
Jersey, I believe.
Jersey. Okay, that's right.
Jersey.
They make like a prequel. I guess they're filming now the prequel to The Sopranos. I don't know where they're going to film it.
Oh, I don't know.
But it's basically him growing up and his father being the mobster or whatever.
Okay. So Michelle's in city life, suburbs, or country. Well, I would love country. I often used to joke before I met my husband, I was moving to Idaho to marry a potato farmer. But we are in the suburbs here where I live. I am not the city person. Like my cousin won't leave Manhattan. I actually have two cousins that live in Manhattan. You can't afford to live in Manhattan, but they both have good jobs. So,
right.
My one cousin, she's single, so it's just her in her small location. But I would push it more between suburbs and country. Like I wouldn't mind being on, a couple of acres and stuff. The problem is with that is, both of us are getting older and I don't want to have to worry about mowing lawns and landscaping and things like that. That's why we were looking at a 55 and over. And some of the newer ones that we saw, like the ones in Delaware, they're really nice because they're on a nice piece of property. They shovel your snow, they mow your lawn, they cut your shrubs, right? And the maintenance is nothing. I mean, when we look at other states compared to what we pay here on Long Island, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. There's a place here, the Sola Vida, the 55 plus community. The HOA alone is average. I think the lowest is $325 a month.
The highest in Delaware was $225 a month, but the average was like $175, and the taxes are like $2,000.
Yeah. When we find something, like we looked in New Hampshire, but unfortunately everything in New Hampshire needs $100,000 worth of work.
Yes.
I was looking at something with between an acre to 3 acres. So if I wanted to ramp up the business, start buying pallets or whatever, I could put up one of those steel buildings, and do it and have a warehouse to work in. But yeah,
that's why everything we looked at we wanted a 2-car garage, because I don't use my garage for a car now, so I don't plan on ever using it for a garage. That's going to be our business, because like this is one of my bedrooms upstairs. That's my eBay room. because that's where I've kept all my inventory, and then it spilled over into the other bedroom and then into my dining room. It's like I want it out of the house. When we go, wherever we go, it's going out of the house. It's going in the 2-car garage. I'm going to actually spend money on the 2-car garage to have it finished, floor, the whole thing. So that's going to be where we work.
Right. We have a 3-car garage here, but today will be nice to work in there because it's 50 degrees. But once even my garage doors I insulated. It'll be 100, 110 degrees in there.
No, I mean, that's what I mean too. I'll force air in there too. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll put a duct in there. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason too why we were looking at new construction rather than to buy something existing and convert. I don't know. Again, it's all until we really decide where we're going. It's all a moot point at this point. Good morning, Landshark Picker. How are you, Craig? Heather the
Good morning, Craig.
Heather.
Good morning, Heather.
Bud says Montauk fishing is awesome. Yes, it is. I've been fishing my whole life since my father took me on a boat, I think when I was about 2. My mother wouldn't go near one.
You still have Bud's chat thing up on. Noel, good morning, Noel.
Noel.
Anybody else I missed? Good morning, anybody else that I missed?
Yes, good morning for those of you. We've been chit-chatting. And I thank you guys always for coming in for coffee with us on the weekend. Thank you.
Definitely.
Paul's doing coffee during the week at 9 a.m. So I thought he was a good choice for this morning to come on since Donna couldn't make it. And
thank you.
Be sure to make sure you're subscribing to everybody. Hit the 3 dots, put the notification bell on so that you can come back and see everyone. We're back here tonight on my channel for a round robin auction with Pat Dees, Lisa, and Paul. And then tomorrow morning, we're back with coffee. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. auction with Donna. And then she has hers back on her channel tomorrow night. And then we're back here Monday night. So that's our schedule so far.
Cool. Yeah, Donna did buy a lot of stuff.
What?
Donna did buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So she's
a lot of stuff.
She's selling. She's out there hustling, trying to get rid of purging some stuff at an auction sale.
She needs to do a video at the dump, going to the dump and just.
There is one there. That's honestly, that video was how I kind of got to know Donna better.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember which one it was. Oh, I think that was the NASCAR unit she found.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because she showed the truck or the trailer that was jam-packed full of stuff. And then the next shot I saw, I don't know if I fell asleep for a minute or not. The next shot I saw was her at her storage unit where she was going to unload the stuff. And it's like, where did everything go? It was jam-packed.
Right.
So they must have just been throwing stuff off the truck into the dump.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that video. Tell you what it's called. Because that one shows her and Galores, actually, her friend that helps her all the time. And, your heat in Florida. And with them driving into, it's a little enclosed. I mean, it's open, but I mean, it is, I'm sure the smell, and she's there gagging practically. Stuff over.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. You see it. You see her, drive the truck in. You see them emptying everything out of the truck. And yeah.
Wow. The funny thing is,
that video probably has to be almost from this time last year.
Our dump here in this town is like 15 minutes away. I've heard they say, oh, it's just behind the hospital. It's just behind the hospital, but I've never seen it. When you're a real estate agent or whatever, you put the signs in the ground for an open house. And if you do it too early, county enforcement comes by and grabs them all. And I called once earlier in my career. I said, what the hell did you do with all my signs? Oh, right. They're in the dump. You can go get them if you want. You have to crawl through everything in the dump.
Oh, God.
Even garage sales. People say, "Oh, they stole all my garage sale signs. No wonder no one's coming." I said, "Yeah, you put it out before 11, and county enforcement comes out with the pickup truck and takes them all."
Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a day because I have to get ready. I'm doing that open house today, and I have a bunch of stuff I want to be ready for tonight as well. And don't forget to come back and see us later on tonight.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
When are you going to become HSN 24/7? Coming soon, Craig. You never know. Seriously, we aren't far from it. That's true. We aren't. But we appreciate you guys all coming in to support us. Thank you so much. And we'll see you back here at 8 o'clock. Paul, thank you so much for coming in today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we'll see you all tonight.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.